ready to eat some fucking tacos, bro? You ready to eat some fucking tacos, bro? Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday!
What's going on, folks? You know what day it is. It is Taco Tuesday. I'm KC.
And I'm E.
And we are Not Your Average Podcast. All right. I know you guys missed us last week. Sorry, we were out and about in these streets.
We really were.
Just living. Eva was in Vegas. I was in the Bay.
He was in the Bay. We weren't here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't here.
But, we missed you.
We did miss you. And we talked last Tuesday. Him and I spoke.
Yeah. So we didn't talk to y'all.
Yeah, we're back.
But we talked.
Yeah. But I don't think we have any off weeks coming up anytime soon. We're going to be consistent.
So we're here.
Yeah.
Straight up to our 100th episode.
Yes. This is episode 91?
This is episode 91. Yes, it is.
This is episode 91. So we have 9 more.
Yeah.
And we have something big coming up for our 100th episode. It has been confirmed. I have found a location for our live. So we will be live. I think the date is September 6th. September 6th, which is Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
And what's going to make this show so special is we're actually recording the live on a Monday. Mm-hmm. And then we'll upload it and everything on Tuesday. But it's going to actually be a Monday.
Right.
Because it's a 3-day weekend that weekend. So we're doing it on that Monday so we can do it from into the day, start in the day and go into the evening instead of just making it a night thing. It'll be more like a day party vibe and then it goes into the evening. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Ashley Patricia, who is that? Riri.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. So it's going to be September 6th and more is coming about the live. Like I said, I'm doing, I'm crossing my T's and dotting my I's, but it's definitely coming. It will be September 6th. And like I said, I am talking to the owner right now, but we do have a location.
Yes. So it's exciting. We're back in these streets, y'all. You guys,
that's Casey's favorite thing. Casey loves the lives. He loves the lives.
She's trying to tag her friend. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got you. Just send her the link. It'll be fine.
That'll be easy.
But we haven't done a live since 2019. And if you guys, for everyone that just listens to our show, got that Delta. Hold on. Got that Delta Lambda Psi.
That Hennessy don't help it.
But yeah, our live events are where we have, a location and everyone comes out and we have drinks, we have food, and the audience actually gets to be a part of the show. We have our wireless mics that we go out to the audience with, and it's a very interactive show. And that's what airs on the podcast.
So if you ask questions at the live or you make a statement at the live, anything you do that's on the mic, it's recorded. It will be part of the show.
It will be a part
of the show. Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
The lives are a good time.
Yeah. Such a good time.
We started doing them in September 2019 and we was on a roll. We was doing it like every month. We took a break in November 2019 to make sure we really focused on our December live. Our December live was amazing. It was a great live. And then we were focused. We were getting ready to go into 2020's first live and things started happening. And, eventually the world closed and obviously the live went away. So this will be our first live in a very long time. So we're super, super excited.
Super duper. Super duper sick with it. Super excited.
It'll be really good. So like I said, I'm dotting the I's, crossing the T's, but it's definitely going to happen.
Because that's what Eva does.
Yeah,
I just sit back.
That's my role. Casey does everything else, and I do that. That's how we work.
Donna Webster says, hello, Donna Webster.
Hello.
Taji says, it's definitely a can't miss lit situation. Deanna Stevens says, hey, y'all. What's up, Deanna?
Hey, Deanna.
So let me see if I can find a video to play.
Show of the last live?
Yeah.
Okay. If you can find the December one, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Okay. So while Casey's looking for the video, This show is going to be a little different because I was looking at something. I have a conversation that I actually want to have with you guys about something. So before we get into that exact conversation, we was going to talk about a few things that's actually going on right now. So one of the things that Casey wanted to discuss was our beach situation that's going on in LA right now. Los Angeles is experiencing a pretty bad situation with our beaches. Miles of California beaches have been closed due to 17 million gallons of sewage spills into the ocean. So on Monday, about 4 miles of the beaches in Los Angeles were closed. More than 17 million gallons of sewage spilled into the Santa Monica Bay area over the weekend. Water samples are being tested and getting more information about the scope of the problem. So as of right now, the sewage came from the Hyperion Water Reclamation Plant. This plant was actually has been around since 1894. So this is one of the largest plants in the world, and this actual plant is designed to accommodate 450 million gallons of water. But 17 million gallons of water spilled into the ocean. So our beaches are closed, but not the actual promenades. So if you've ever been to California and you understand, you have the beach across the street, and then on the other side, it's like the shops, the stores, the restaurants, and things like that. But it's not a street in between. You can just literally walk to the stores and then cross over the little pathway, and then you'll be on the sand. Like, it's really close to one another. Yeah. So here, it's not like in Miami, if they close the beach, you're across the street. Here in California, if they close the beach, you're not across the street. You're still on the same side. So they don't even want you to walk on that side of the street because they don't want you to interfere with getting into the beach because they want to make sure the water is clean. It just happened at such a awful time because it's the middle of the summer.
It's the middle of summer.
It's really hot right now. Other cities are having record-breaking temperatures.
And it's a very shitty situation.
So they have to figure that out. They said they had it under control, but the beaches are still not actually open. So I don't know how much under control they have it.
Well, I mean, they have to contain it, and then they have to clean it.
Right. They have to get it out.
My question is, a lot of the fresh, the farm fresh seafood out here, what farm fresh is, a lot of these companies, they have a portion of the ocean acclimated to them that they actually farm their fish in. So it's not like farmed, like if you get salmon that's farmed, sometimes it's like at a factory and it's like grown in a big tub, but it's the contained area, but it's actually in the ocean. But a lot of that comes from that Santa Monica Bay area. So I wonder how that's going to affect it. Are prices going to go up, or are they not going to? Are they not going to sell it all?
Because they've been testing the water and they say it's getting better. Like Casey said, they have to contain it, then they have to clean it. So as of now, it's affecting the beaches by the name of Dockweiler, which is Venice Beach. A lot of people don't know they're the same. Dockweiler, then you go down to Venice Beach, and then you keep going, and you go all the way down from Venice, and you'll go to Santa Monica, and that they're saying at Santa Monica,
but it's south of Dockweiler too, right?
Right. Yeah. But Dockweiler is kind of the first beach. Like it ain't. Everything else is the other way. Yeah. So if you start at Dockweiler and you go towards Santa Monica, it's a long stretch.
Right.
It's a long stretch. It's about 4 beaches. So it's a pretty long stretch. And like I said, they don't want people to panic, but they have to realize they need to be very transparent on telling people what's really going on and letting people know what's up, because a lot of little people like the beach. They want to go play in the water.
And like Tahaji says, they open up the city but shut down the beaches. Shitty summer. #shitty summer.
#shitty summer.
And a shitty summer it will be.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, hopefully it gets taken care of quickly. But I mean, I wouldn't want to go to the beach after, like, for a while after that. For a while,
I wouldn't touch the water.
I mean, that's human waste.
Yeah,
so,
I wouldn't touch the water for a while, actually.
Feces.
And what's crazy is today in Los Angeles, it was raining. Like, so today actually it was raining in LA. I don't know if it was raining out here, because KC lives in the valley.
I went to play ball today, actually.
No, it was raining. It was really, really humid in LA today.
Wow.
Yeah, because
it was humid out here too.
Yeah, it was
but
really,
it wasn't
really humid.
raining.
But no, it was raining, like real rain. It wasn't sprinkling. It was like real rain. It was kind of crazy. And we've gotten rain in July before. So I don't know what it is with July. But what happens when Black people see rain in the summer? They're like, oh, this is earthquake weather.
True, I go outside and dance. I get my little
we'll see how it works.
a little Marion scene, hit the basketball court, start spinning around, do some slow motion moves.
No. As KC was dancing, Hodge was dancing. I don't even understand.
Told you that's my dance buddy.
You did.
King Gore says, you ain't going to play no ball, LOL. It's in my story.
Oh, you really did go play ball?
I'm play ball, yeah.
With whom?
A little boy. A 3-year-old. I went and played with my boy Jeremy and his son.
Oh, you really did go play ball. So it really didn't rain out here. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, it was raining in
there. Yeah, man. But
that's crazy. Okay.
I did find a video.
Oh, okay.
So
I wanted to tell you guys what was going on with the beaches in Los Angeles.
So for those of you guys have never been able to experience the Taco Tuesday live, this is what it looks like.
Taco Tuesday.
Sorry, guys. Let me figure this out. I don't know why.
It just said mic muted.
No, it's not the mic. It's not this either. It's something up here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just test one thing out real quick. Neither.
Okay. So you need to figure something out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. That's why.
What?
There we go.
We're not recording?
No, we're recording.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, here we go, guys.
Here you guys go.
'Cause it's Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, so it's a vibe, y'all. It's definitely a vibe. It's a great time.
Yeah. We play games and we run the show the same way. We talk about what's going on, but we make it much more interactive so everybody there can actually be a part of the show.
Yes. Shout out to Lions Den for making that video.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So after the beaches, you want to talk about what happened today?
Yeah. I think it came out yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know when it actually happened. So question, guys. We all see the kids outside, selling candy and, getting the hustle on, sometimes, they know how to pinpoint the people who are going to give them the most money for whatever it is. Sometimes they'll say, all right, this is $2 for this pack of candy, or this is $1 for this pack of candy. But pretty much they buy the bulk packs of candy
be hustling
and sell them, individually. The candies that say not for retail sale. Yeah. That's what they're selling, on the street. And you might hear, can you please buy some M&Ms to take kids off the streets and drugs? And then you're like, okay, that's sweet.
The prices vary.
Yeah, or they'll say, for their basketball team.
I get that one.
Or stuff like that.
I get the sports.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But, sometimes they try to finesse you a little too much.
Oh, for sure.
A couple kids got a really strong lesson in the finesse from a original OG finesser, So someone you might recognize, the rapper, the Baby. The Baby.
The Baby.
He was out and about and he saw kids buying candy. And this is what happened. I'm not sure which video it's first, so bear with me.
What you want for the box?
I just want
200.
Yeah, 200. I mean,
What
like
you
400
charge
every
for?
day.
What you charge for?
One for $2. I mean, like 400 every
$2,
day.
so add this up. How that's 200?
I make 400 every day off donation.
How much you want for your box?
Nah, that shit is already doing the work too.
You You made 400 off that?
Yeah, I'm
And you sell them for $2.
Yeah, and I got
So let's count it. Let's count it.
It's 34 cents.
Exactly. What's 34 times 2, my boy? It ain't 200.
That's 2.
It ain't, it ain't 2 nothing. It ain't even $100.
Oh, yeah, that ain't $100, bro.
$68. What about you? Huh? See, see, look, see. You give me 1, 2. What, they $2 a piece? $1 each, I bet. You gotta use your head, man. You got that. You trying to play, but I was gonna bless you anyway. You'd have got the 200. Now you got $2. Y'all be good. Look, they pissed. Look, they got me.
Yeah, they did 200.
Put my bankroll back in the bag. Look at it. They got me. I used to sell candy too. Nigga, I know how they. Nigga ask all the teachers. Nigga, I was killing candy in elementary school.
Why we always do this? Why we gotta shake up the stuff before you?
But that's how Haji eats seeds. That's what made me laugh. Haji eats seeds just like that.
So, if you didn't catch it, the kids saw somebody that they knew had money, and he said how much for the box. You know, he was going to buy the whole box from him. Just end of the day, and one boy said 200 for the box, and the other boy he said, how much for your box? He said $400, and so he goes, "Oh, you trying to finesse me?" He goes, "How much is in that box?" And it came like the math came out to he would have made $68 if he sold the whole box. And he was like, "See, y'all tried to finesse me. I was about to bless you. I was about to buy your whole box. But now since you tried to finesse me, I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm going to buy candy from you, but I'm going to buy one from you, and I'm going to buy one from you." Yeah. And that was that.
Yeah.
But
I agree with him. They didn't do the math.
Yeah.
They just needed to do the math.
They just wanted to finesse.
Yeah, they just needed to do the damn math.
He actually spoke on it, and this is what he.
There's an important lesson there. Like when you try to be greedy, you'll block your blessing.
Absolutely, that's exactly what happened. Anytime I buy something from somebody hustling like that, like I buy the whole thing, especially when it's kids. So I give them the opportunity to just make it make sense why you want $200 for this.
You tell me, man. I usually charge somebody this for the whole box. I'm just gonna charge you $2 all the way down, and I'd have looked at them, gave them $1,000.
But I respect they hustle. I ain't cuss them out and this and that. I gave them knowledge and bought one piece of candy from each of them and closed the door.
So, I mean, it could have been way worse. You know what I'm saying?
But like he said, even if they had ran him a deal or been honest, he just wanted honesty. That's why he was like, "Well, how many are in the box?"
Yeah,
because I've done that. Especially if they're, I've been at, where's the mic? Is that it? Okay. I've been to CVS, and at CVS by my house, they're always outside.
Mm-hmm.
And and they're holding the box. So I can see that it's like 3 bags of M&Ms. So that's $6 because it's the big bag. So I'll be like, "Well, how much you want for the last 3?" And then, sometimes they'll be like, they tired. Yeah. And they'll be like, "I'll give you all 3 for $4.
Right.
So I'll give them a 10. Because you said 4, it's really 6, so I'll give you a little more and I'll take off 3.
Right.
Because I like to freeze my M&Ms.
Yeah.
And eat my M&Ms. That's what I like.
Right.
But I thought it was a great lesson because you got to be smart. It's this is money. You want $200. You just want me to give you $200. How many packs of candy is even in there?
Yeah.
Like you got to make it make sense. Yeah. If he had said $70, I don't think he would have even been mad, even though that was $2 more than what it was. But $200. Come on, you guys. It wasn't even $100 worth of candy in there.
Like Carla said, good lesson.
Yeah,
and Cherie Taylor says could have been worse, but definitely could have been better.
Yeah.
But some lessons you can't put a price on. And they learned this lesson right there. And they still bought candy. So I mean,
they did. They still
can't be mad at it.
No, he did.
Yeah.
So after getting those 2 things out the way, I wanted to have a more open discussion with you guys today. I was looking at something on TV and I thought it was very, very interesting. And like I said, as you guys know, especially people who listen to us all the time, and if this is one of your first or second shows and you're not aware, I'm married. I've been married for I've been married for a very long time. It'll be 20 years in December.
The show's canceled. I thought you were single.
No. So
about to shoot my shot.
T and I was looking at something yesterday, and they were talking about when do you go on a travel date with the person that you're seeing, not married, just dating. And one of the guys answered, I'll just give you a little background so you can understand where I was going. And one of the guys was like, well, I would need to be dating a person 8 months to 10 months before we go anywhere, before we leave the city. That's what he was saying, before they leave the city. And I'm like, 8 to 10 months, that's a really long time. And a lady came in and she was like, well, if I'm feeling you and I like you and we cool, then I don't see what the problem is. Like, we can take a little quick weekend trip to DC or Miami or Atlanta. And I kind of agreed with her. Like, if I'm feeling you and it's been, 3 months or, less than 6, but we seem to get along, things are good. Let's go and take a trip. Let's, I'm not saying let's, stamp passports, but we can take a trip. Like, Tahaji and I started dating probably in September. We took our first trip in December of the year we started dating. Like, we left for the holiday that year.
Where'd you guys go?
Where did we go?
Oh, see, she even remember.
I can't remember.
You see, you do for these ladies out here in the streets.
Then we go up north. We went to San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah, we went to San Diego. So I'm like, where did we go? So yes, but we went for the holiday of the same year that we met. I'm not going to say the year we met because then Casey's going to say something real smart.
And I'll speak the truth.
But T and I met in '96 in September of '96. So by December of '96, we was cool. We was chilling. We liked each other. So it's like, let's go away. So we went away. But I thought,
let's go away.
I thought it was crazy. I thought it was crazy that one of the guys said 8 to 10 months. Like, I don't want to wait 8 to 10 months to travel with you. Like, let's travel and see how we get along and see what works. So I kind of wanted to put that in the air and see how it works. What do other people think? Like, when is a good time to start traveling with the person that you're dating?
Well, for me, I'm going to travel. So if we're dating or something like that, it also depends on what the destination is. Like,
close.
I'm gonna travel. So I do love traveling by myself, but if I'm getting serious with someone, I'm like, yo, you want to come with me? Now whether or not I pay for it or the majority of it, that might be a different thing as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's fresh, I might not cash out. But if I'm asking you to come, then in my mind, I might just be like, okay, I'm asking her to come, so let me at least pay the majority of it. You know what I'm saying? I buy the plane, you get the peanuts. So,
Right.
But yeah, I've been in a situation. I love traveling. I love vacations.
Yeah, for sure.
But I haven't gotten to do a lot of them. With one past relationship, the majority of us seeing each other were vacations because it was long distance.
Okay.
So even if I was at home, she was on a trip. If she was at home, I was on the trip seeing her. And then we linked up and we went, different places. But if I'm just like getting to know you, I feel like that's a good way to understand what type of person this is.
Yeah.
How adventurous they are.
A person is.
What they like to do, what kind of food they like to eat. Are they open to new foods and stuff like that? You do run the risk of, if you don't really know her that well, of going on a trip and them being a complete downer, because they don't want to do anything or experience anything or, but I mean, that's where the vetting situation comes in before you even get to that point.
Right.
But I understand why a lot of guys would probably be like, because they see girls out here, who expect to be flown out to places right off the bat. Because there are dudes who just have it and they're just throwing it out there, and girls see that thing and that they get that too. But it's like everyone doesn't get that,
Yeah, but you also got to realize some of the girls that's being flown out are doing flown out girl things.
I'm sorry, we're saying flown out. Flued out. My bad. Use a proper term. Flued out. But yeah, so a lot of guys probably would, want to break that stigma, and don't want to get played because some people see it as simping.
Okay.
There we go. Some people see it as simping, but I just see if you got it and you want someone to enjoy that time with you,
right?
Go ahead and invite her. It's nothing wrong with it. But also as a female, or a guy at that, in that situation too, because guys get flued out too.
Yeah, most definitely.
Don't expect.
Yeah, I know some real females.
Yeah,
so yeah. Guys get plane tickets too.
We'll talk about them later. Don't expect to get flown out, or if the guy you're dating or the girl you're dating is going on a trip, don't expect to be going on that trip with them. It's great if they do, but they're not obligated to have you go on that trip. Depending on how far you are in the relationship. 10 months, that's a long time.
I think that's crazy.
10 months is like a whole marriage in LA. That's a marriage and divorce.
10 months is a really long time to me.
Yeah.
And then let's get to some of the comments before I tell you guys everything somebody else said.
Natasha Isma says, it really depends on how comfortable you are with the person, which is true.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because you're going out of you both are going out of your element. So you're in a whole different place. There's a whole lot of things that come into play, like security, things like that.
Will we be safe?
If you're going somewhere where you don't speak the language,
Okay.
Deanna Stevens, she says, I don't know. Nowadays, if you don't really know them, you may not come back. True. Very true.
Unfortunately, that's true too.
Yet again, security. That's your own personal security. If you don't know him or her that well, it might be a round trip, but it might be only one person coming back. Yeah. Deanna Stevens also says, I will say that you learn a lot about a person when you travel. Trips can kill or seal a relationship. Definitely.
And see, that's me. I completely agree with that because I'm a go with the flow type of person and I'm super adventurous. And people would think like as strategic as I am, I'm a huge planner, but it may be like one or two things I want to do, and then after that, we can just figure it out. And then I like to hang out where the locals hang out. I don't like to really do the whole tourist thing.
Me too.
I like to be where the locals are, where the locals in the city are.
Not everyone is into
But see,
that.
some people don't like that. They like to just stay
because you don't get the Instagram moment.
Yeah,
like that.
Because they're like, no, this isn't what I want. I'm like, well, this is where the locals. Like as soon as I go into my hotel room, I turn on the radio. I want to hear what the radio stations is pumping up. I want to hear where it's at for the locals. I don't want to do the tourist shit. I never want to do the tourist shit. But that's something you would have to learn if we actually travel together.
Right.
If we don't travel together, you would never know that.
Taji Matwari says the trip is definitely a chance to see how adventurous or conservative a person is. Who pays for what? Is it Dutch or y'all taking turns paying? And I feel like that's not something that should be talked about there. I feel like it's something that should be spoken on before you even go.
Okay.
Because that would determine if they want to go or not. Yeah. Be like, yo, just to let you know, this is where I feel we are in our relationship. This, that, or another. And set that precedence there, because if you talk about it when you get there, it's too late.
Oh, agree.
Y'all already there.
You're there already.
Because who knows, she might not have planned on paying for things that you just thought you were about to go Dutch on. So it's like, yo, she has a budget. So now y'all both just sitting in the hotel room.
Well, see, that's why I said you guys would be in a relationship. It wouldn't be that new of a relationship. Like I would hope you guys in the relationship talk about stuff like that. So that would be a conversation.
To be on these trips really early on. Like I've seen like some girls, because some girls have done it. So girls see that and think, oh, that's for me too. It's like, no, that's not how it works.
Well, everybody doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So,
but you see it on social media, and it's like, okay, this is the new president. They set this. This is the mark. Every guy got a set for me. It's like maybe you're not that after 2-week trip type of girl.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You may want the Dodger Stadium date.
Yeah, which isn't bad. I went to my first MLB game.
You did?
My first Major League Baseball game last week. It was pretty fun. Yeah, in San Francisco.
So then one of the guys said, well, I don't like traveling with girls going places that I've been before. I thought that was the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Just because... he goes, because I have memories at that place. That's what he said. He goes, well, I have memories there when I went with my ex or I went, so I don't want to go there with somebody else. And I said immediately to T, I said, that's like saying your seventh grade crush and you went to this particular ice cream place or hamburger stand at home. Like in the city you live in, and you go, well, I'm never going to eat there again because I ate there with her. You're going to eat there again.
They're memories. Make some new ones.
Yes.
You have memories of you and this other girl, but you don't have any memories of you and this new girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be a completely different experience depending on who you're with, which is why you're in a different relationship.
Exactly.
You know,
but I
it's
think
like-
to say I'm not going to go to the same place twice, you do it at home all the time.
Yeah.
You may have a favorite restaurant at home and you went with your ex and, you know, then you're going to make new memories because this is still your favorite restaurant.
Right.
You're just not with that person anymore. So to say you don't want to go to the same landmarks or the same city as you did with someone else just because of the memories, that's the whole beautiful thing about memories.
Yeah.
You can make more.
Because you're just saying that I'm only going to hit every place once in my life.
In my life. I'm never, you're
like,
never
please don't be with somebody that likes to travel because you're going to cut off half the world with that one person.
But sometimes you want to go back. You know, it's like, man, when I was there, they did this. I heard they remodeled it. I heard it looked different. You know, I've been going to Miami since I was in my 20s. Miami is very different from when I went in my 20s to when I went in my 30s.
Yeah.
A lot changed
And
in Miami.
King Gore says, nah, he's saying that because he still got Beezy's there. Right.
You may be right. You may be right. You may be right.
Sheree Taylor says, I find that people these days are wanting to take trips to passport stamping places more often. All I got to say is if I were to go, best believe I'm gonna have enough money to for a flight home in my own room, just in case. You never know. But
I'm not
we
saying
live in the era where you see people posting on posting their what is it, GoFundMe to get home because they went to All-Star Weekend with $200 and they can't get back home. So this is where we are right now.
Well, I don't think you should stamp passports, but that's hard to say because I live in Cali and Mexico is like right there. So to go to Mexico, you do need a passport, but Mexico is so not far.
And
like,
also,
it's really right there.
If you plan it properly, you can go somewhere where you have to stamp your passport for cheaper than somewhere in the U.S.
Yeah,
you just got to know. You got to know how to do it.
Yeah.
Francisca French says, "Go again, but do different activities."
Agreed.
That too, but also, I feel like even if it's something that you like to do, and you want to introduce this person to it, it's the same activity, but it's a whole different experience with this person.
Exactly.
They're learning it. It's their first time doing it. So it's like, it's a whole different thing. It's a moment and a memory that you'll have with her and only her because it's her first time doing it. It's her first time.
And when she thinks back on the memory, you'll be the person she thinks back to.
Right.
Because you were the person she went with.
Taji says, what sucks is introducing a dope spot to a person, and then one day you go there and they're there. that does happen.
That does happen.
Yes. It's like it used to be your spot, and then became both of your spot, and then you guys break up, and it's still both of y'all spot.
But it's not though. It was my spot. It was my spot.
Like,
so you need to go.
Do you lose a spot in a divorce? Like, how does that work?
You need to go and leave my spot.
How does that work? That would suck. I've
experienced it.
Yeah.
Literally. And I'm just like,
I haven't experienced that.
I've experienced it. And I'm just like, why are you here though? Like, this is my cheers, not yours. I'm Norm. You're not.
These are all the people I introduced you to.
Yeah. So you need to leave. Yeah.
But I'm the type that would invite an ex to a spot that we had gone to.
So. If it's my spot and I like it there, yes, I'm going to go back. But I just thought it was such an interesting conversation. Now, I do agree, leaving the country is a different beast.
Yeah,
I'm not saying, cross the equator and all that.
But not, that's what girls are expecting these days.
See, I don't think
they
all
see Saweetie doing it.
She's dating a certain type of guy too. Like, you have to know the guy.
But this is the thing,
Every
though.
guy can't take you to.
You see all these memes and everything posted by these celebrities, all these people, these influencers, and they're like, if he can, like when they're like, if he can't buy you a Birkin bag, you don't need him. Like. And everyone thought they were a Birkin bag female. No, you're all not Birkin bag females. But that's what. If it's in the meme, then it's law. So they're seeing all this and they feel okay. So now they're reposting this in their story. I'm trying to get this mic to sound right. I don't know what's going on today. They're posting in their story. And so it's law. And now the guys are seeing this in their story. They're like, oh, this is the type of girl she is.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of reflects on how they're going to
how they treat her.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I get what you were saying.
Or even approach her, period.
I get what you were saying, but I just think I do think traveling really takes a relationship to the next level, and you really get to know something about somebody that you would never know at home. You know, like Casey had said, if they want to try different foods, or if they're adventurous, or, you know, how they work around bugs. Like some women try to play it cool at home, but then when you take them, you know, zip line, and then, you know, they're crazy, they're frantic, you know, and you're like, okay, this definitely isn't your thing, you know. So I think traveling with somebody that you really like and you vibing with, I think it's a positive thing. But you don't have to leave the state. Like, I live in Cali, so Cali is ridiculously long. So you can be in Southern Cal and just drive up to Northern Cal.
Right.
You know, but I know everybody don't live in Cali and everybody don't have that luxury. But it's a state next to every state.
Well, Cherie Taylor says, I'd prefer to cross the state border than a country border when it's a new relationship.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Exactly.
You know, have a little starter trip.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Yes.
You know, start local and then work your way, you know, international. And by the way, Cherie Taylor, your hair is cute, girl. Your hair is cute. I'm loving it. I'm loving the little blonde braids and stuff. I see you. Okay.
Yeah, I just thought it was a really interesting conversation, like I said, because I haven't been in a new relationship in a really long time. And I love to travel. I love to leave LA. I love to leave LA. Even if it's just 2 hours away, I love to leave Los Angeles. So it would be difficult for me at this point in my life, if I was single, to be with someone if they didn't want to travel.
So here's a situation. So you plan a trip,
Okay.
right? For the two of you.
Okay.
You're still pretty fresh. Things are, you know, but then in the meantime, between time, you break up.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me. Shit. Okay.
You know, a lot of the stuff, you know, a lot of the stuff you just got to eat because you can't transfer plane tickets.
no.
You can't transfer names on resorts. You can't.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna eat it though. Like,
But-
say who came up with the idea to go? Like, was it a joint decision? So you came with the idea, and we break up. I'm the female, so the ticket says.
Sorry, Haj.
Yeah, so the ticket says East Sparks. Obviously,
no, it was my idea.
Yeah, but you were the idea.
Oh
you
yeah,
bought
yeah.
the ticket.
But
it's my ticket.
yes, your
It says
ticket.
East Sparks.
Yeah.
And now we break up.
Right.
I don't see anything wrong with asking me to compensate you.
Okay.
Like, because we were gonna go together. You bought the tickets.
Right.
You know, maybe that was the deal. Like, okay, I'm gonna get the tickets and then you take care of the room. You know, whatever the deal.
And I'll
was.
take care of everything.
Oh, you're taking care of everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, you should got your money back. You should at least got your money back for the ticket.
Yeah.
Just because you can't give it to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even saying you would have had to give it to another female. You could have took a homeboy, like, but you can't give it to anyone else because now we have to put our names and our birthdays and shit on them, and it's a fee just to change it.
Yeah.
You know, so I at least compensate me with half. You know, half of what I spent on the ticket.
Taji says Vegas is always a great starter vacation. Definitely. Because you have so many things there. You can see if they want to gamble, if they're the type to just like hang out by the pool, if they want to be around a bunch of people on the strip, if they want to go to old Las Vegas and just like hang out there, you know.
But Vegas works when you're in California. Everybody is not always here. You know, because then at least you got to get to know each other on the drive. Vegas is a 4-hour drive.
But also, I mean, Vegas is great because, like, if they're going across, like, if they're going over country lines, you know, if they're going international,
you can fly to Vegas.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. So, it's like still in the U.S. You don't, you know, you're not stamping the passport.
Yeah, but I think if you break up before that, what did she say? You can cancel their ticket and get the flight credit.
Oh, you could.
You could.
Yeah.
Why we didn't think it? Neither one of us thought of that.
Right.
I was like, give me half.
and Francisca, she knows. She's a world traveler.
So she would know.
Oh yeah, she's a world traveler.
So that's what he can do then. He could have canceled the ticket.
It's too late now.
No, but I'm saying that's something you could have did.
But then also, you know, I got a resort room by myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but once you're on the trip, you never know.
Oh yeah.
You know, life happens. I'm sorry. Did y'all see me? I was like, well, life happens. You're on the trip now.
Cherie Taylor says, Judge Judy says you're shit out of luck if there was never talk of recomp for the costs. But there's no talk of breakup either.
Yeah, but you don't think you're going to break up with a person. You know, so I just think it's really interesting, you know, how new couples move. I think they're kind of boring. And then if all they're doing is comparing themselves to these social media couples and, you know, the social media relationships, then, you know, they're really missing out on the shit they could be doing, you know, within their finance, you know, bracket. You know,
how do you feel if, like, okay, so you have a group, like I have a group that I travel with all the time.
Yes, you do.
but there's people, significant others don't always come.
Okay.
So they rarely do,
Okay.
you know? So how do you feel if you're in a new relationship
Okay.
and your girl or your guy is going on a trip with their group and it's a co-ed? It's not just like a girl's trip.
Yeah, but I know the group. Like if we're dating, I've at
Somewhat.
least been around the group.
Somewhat.
I know the group. So
somewhat, but you don't know them like that. Like this is their people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know who they are. You know of them. You've hung out with them a few times. But just like being in a new relationship, like will you travel with them? You know, or if you weren't even, would you expect to be able to go on a trip with them if you are in a fresh relationship and the trip was already planned before you guys even got together?
If the trip was planned before we got together, then no.
Okay.
No, I probably wouldn't give them the easiest time about it though. I probably would throw some jabs like, "Well, you gonna pack that for your little trip?" I probably would throw some jabs
for your little trip.
Yeah, you gonna pack that for your little trip
your little friends.
with your little friends. Yeah, I probably would throw some jabs. I wouldn't, but because it was planned before me, I can't ask you to put me on there. Y'all could have got a deal. But if it's a discussion and we are a couple, then what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
But if it's before me, I mean, no matter how much I wouldn't be happy with the move. I get it.
See, I would love to like go on a trip with a girl I'm dating around my crew, because just like how they say, you learn a lot about people.
Oh yeah.
When you travel, like
people's friends tell you a lot about them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that would be that's the most immersive situation. Yeah. Because you all are out, in an unknown, unfamiliar experience, and you all are experiencing this together. Okay. So you're seeing how she reacts to all that and your friends, and you guys are most likely to be staying in the same place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So I would love to do that. I haven't had the opportunity, but I think that would be dope.
It would be. Yeah. I've traveled with all my friends and without. So, that can be a great experience.
I have traveled with the ex and my family, and that was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah, but your ex was dope.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
look at me. I know that. Yeah.
Most of them are, though.
She's just a sweetheart.
But she was really dope.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So that I knew.
Yeah. That was such a great freaking trip. I mean, there's a picture on the wall with all of us right now.
I see the pictures right in front of me. But I think it's good to do family trips and friendship trips. But if it's something that's planned before we got together, then it's just really nothing I can do about it. Like I said, I would have an attitude. I would throw jabs.
Yeah.
But it's nothing I could do about it. I would be mad. But it would be whatever. It would be whatever.
Gotcha.
But if she knows your friends, I think that matters too.
Definitely,
like if you've been around the person's friends at home and y'all have hung out together.
Yeah.
I think that can help with the whole, maybe insecurity or jealousy issues if she was having any. Definitely. Or if he was having any, vice versa. Yeah. Either way.
It definitely goes both ways.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
And dudes definitely get mad jealous.
Do they, Casey?
I've seen it.
Yeah, they do.
See your girl going on trips.
Yeah, they do.
See your girl going on trips with a smooth fella like myself. Why y'all up in the pictures together?
See, that shit would get on my nerves. That shit was driving me crazy. It would get on my nerves. Yeah, that would drive me crazy. But like I said, it was just a real interesting conversation. So I was just wondering, I wanted some people's feedback and what they feel, and how long do you date and where do you go? Because like I said, I like to leave. I like to travel, especially if we're dating. T and I left a lot when we were dating. I don't want to stay here. I live here. So I don't want to be here a lot. So I thought it was really important.
Right.
And I wanted you guys' feedback. And you guys gave me some pretty good feedback,
So we have a quick little announcement.
We do? Okay.
We do.
Unaware.
Ding 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 ding. No,
Unaware.
I told you. Well, a friend of ours and a great supporter of the show, Multifaceted on Instagram. She's involved in a thing called Melanated Minds. I'm sorry, I lied. It is Melanin Minds, and they have a virtual conference coming up this weekend, and it is all based on mental health. It is a 13-hour virtual mental health program with mental health experts as well. Let me put the info up real quick. All right. So Did you know July is BB Campbell National Minority Mental Health Month? How will you honor BIPOC mental wellness? Join the Us Space and the WOMI app on Saturday, July 17th for the Melanin Minds Mental Health Conference. Get ready for a full virtual day packed with sessions, workshops, and panels amplifying melanin minds within mental health professions. This high-energy interactive conference centered around Black and Brown mental health will feature meditation, whole-body wellness workshops, panels on youth, maternal, and romantic mental health. There's something for everyone. Register today at melaninminds.org and use the code TALKO, TLKO, for $10 off your ticket. That's only $7 for 13 hours of virtual mental health programming for us, for us and by us. Make sure you follow @_melaninminds on Instagram to stay in the know. They've got a giveaway happening right now. So they also have more to come. So make sure you follow _melanin minds so you can keep up with all those great giveaways. And like we said, we have a promo code.
Oh, that's their website?
Yeah, the website is right here, melaninminds.org. And then as you see on the bottom of the screen, _melanin minds on Instagram. So make sure you hit them up, guys. It's going to be an amazing time this weekend. And if you can't make all the 13 hours, you can pop in and pop out whenever you can. Right. You know, and it's only $7 when you use our promo code. So they're going to have all types of mental health professionals, you know, meditations. If you want to have a little meditation moment, you know, find out when that is so you can block off that time during your day to just kind of get a quick woo-saw, you know. And it's people all over the U.S. that are tapping in for this as well.
Okay, so what's the code again?
The code is TLAKO, as in Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
All right, and that's $10 off. So you're only paying $7 for 13 hours worth of a conference. Come on now, and you can do it all from the comforts of your home.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
And all over the country. So I think that's what's so dope about all the virtual stuff going on right now. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be in LA for you to be able to take advantage of this. You know,
yeah.
Everyone could take advantage. So yeah, check them out, guys. And the music ended right on point.
It did. So just a reminder, you guys. You know, we started doing our leftovers on Wednesday. So tomorrow, Wednesday at 11 a.m., we'll be on Clubhouse having the same conversations that we're having today, but it's more of a brief thing because we're only on there for about 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. And we just kind of hit and talk about the things that we talked about on the show. So if you heard some things on the show, you're going to think about it after the show is over. And then you want to join us tomorrow on the Clubhouse so you can give us more of your point of view about the decision, about what we were saying. Then you can join us tomorrow on Clubhouse at 11.
Mm-hmm.
Pacific Standard Time.
Yes. Definitely. I'll keep that going down the bottom there.
As you should.
Yes. So yeah, we'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow at 11.
Just, do a little quick bite.
Yeah. Like I said, I saw something, I wanted you guys' opinion. So I wanted to know what people think.
And that was pretty much our show.
Yeah, we kept it quick.
Yeah, we didn't want to get into Haiti and Cuba today.
No.
Because we wanted to really see, get into the...
Because we're back. And we weren't here.
And we had to really, sink our teeth into it and really get all the facts that we can get.
I've been reading quite a bit about Haiti, but I haven't read anything about Cuba yet. I've still been trying to figure
there's a lot going on, y'all, in the world.
Yeah, it really is.
There's a lot going on. There's shit in the ocean over here. There's a fire in the ocean over there on the other side.
On the Gulf. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. We are destroying our planet, man. Yeah,
but I don't think people realize it or see it that way. Yeah. But that's definitely what's happening.
We are destroying our planet.
Most definitely. It's just a lot going on. And, they give you these fluff pieces so you don't really, pay too much attention to the serious shit that's happening.
Right.
Back right here in California, Gavin's just throwing money at us at this point because the recall is coming and he just wants to keep his damn job. So it's just a lot going on right now.
Condo building collapsing in Florida. We were supposed to talk about that a few weeks ago, but we never did. A couple weeks ago
when it happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I actually did read into that. I got kind of obsessed about it. Mm-hmm. So I read a lot actually about that building, about the company that built the building and everything. Yeah. So, and it was a lot of Airbnbs in there. And I think they ended up walking away only finding 30 people. 27 people.
I wonder if they're still looking. done.
Well, they've moved all the construction and everything, and they've cleaned it up. I mean, obviously, if they still see something, they'll get it. But the governor asked for it to be moved.
Yeah.
At this
so
point.
you know, I just wanted to keep it light today.
Yeah, most definitely. Plus, we wasn't here. Anytime we take a break, when we come back, we don't want to, go in too heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to keep it light. And like I said, I thought it was an interesting conversation.
Yes.
Just because I'm married. So I wanted to see what other people think and how long they would wait. I think in 2021, 45-year-old Eva would wait probably about 4 months. I would probably wait about 3.5, 4 months.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And then I would be like,
I would go
because
like,
if I like you, I'm going to want to go.
I would go somewhere drivable, like 2 hours out. I would do that like before then,
Oh, I would do that probably like in 2 months.
Yeah.
Like Palm Springs.
Yeah.
I love Palm Springs. You guys.
Yeah.
I'm such an old lady. I love Palm Springs.
I went to Palm Springs like a couple months ago with someone I'm not even dating.
Yeah, I love Palm Springs. It's really hot there right now, but I love Palm Springs. But see, I would do a 2-hour drive in like a couple of months, but I would fly probably on about month 4. If we've been kicking it that long, you spend the night here, I spend the night there, then eventually I would want to do some traveling.
Yeah,
that would be me. That would be, how I work.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a vacation, y'all. That's all I'm trying to do.
You trying to get a vacation?
I gotta get a bay first.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, I can go to the bay and just see family.
Yeah, you gotta get a bay first. I think that's the first part of the vacation.
That's the first part of the vacation. So, guys, we're taking applications currently. I'm going to put the website on the bottom of the screen. Find the bay. Find the bay for K. .gov.
Find a bay for K. You silly.
Oh, man.
You silly. No, you'll be fine. I think your roster's good.
My roster? I have a roster?
A roster.
You make it sound like I'm in these streets.
Did I?
Like I got a team.
No. I think you got some applicants.
I do have some applicants.
Yeah, you got some applicants.
But I haven't, they're on the desk right now. All the applications are on the desk. I haven't really, sifted through them. They're not active currently.
You haven't sifted through them.
Oh, sorry, Deanna Stevens. She put findabayfork.org. It's actually .gov because of the way that I'm affiliated right now. So trying to get these tax breaks. It's actually a nonprofit. So
You're so silly.
Oh,
so
man.
I really appreciate and I thank you guys for joining the conversation tonight. Because like I said, I thought it was interesting. Every now and then I'll hear something and I just want to know what other people think about it.
So are you ready for the bill?
Of course. Are you going to do it?
There we go.
Who's moving? This Kennedy's song.
Is it?
Yes. Yes. She loved this damn song. Are you going to do it?
Oh, there, Deanna says I like that org. That's a nonprofit write-off.
Or you want me to do it?
Go for it. I still got to do the music.
Okay.
You know how it goes.
I do, but every now and then you could change it up.
Taji says he has applicants but aren't conducting interviews.
Okay, so for the bill, the first thing that we talked about was the beaches in California right now. We have 17 million gallons of spilled sewage in our beaches that's ranging from Dockwater Beach all the way to Santa Monica. So right now, the beaches in Los Angeles, California are closed. The actual promenade and the pier is not closed, but the beaches are. They don't want anybody on the beach. They're saying they have it a little bit under control, but it's not all the way. They have it contained, but it's not all the way cleaned. So that's why the beaches are closed right now. And then from there, we went on to talk about the baby. And we talked about the whole situation he had going on when the young man asked him to buy some candy. And he asked, how much the candy was. The young man told him $200. He said, well, how much is yours? The other young man told him $400. And then he goes, well, how many packs of candy do you have in there? They only had I think 32 or 34 packs of candy. You averaged that up by $2. It was really only like $68 worth of candy in there. So he felt he taught them a lesson. He bought a bag of candy from one. and a bag of candy from the other.
Just keep it 100.
Because they lied.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. And trust me, they was pissed. I'm sure they were pissed when it all went down. They were very pissed. But
they're also viral in the video with the baby. So.
Yeah, and it was a learning lesson. Nothing else, they're going to figure out the numbers next time. Because all he wanted to know was the numbers. If they had told him $68, $70, you don't know how much he would have gave him. But they lied. So they got nothing actually because of that. And then after that, because I was up late last night looking at something on TV, I wanted to ask everybody, how long do you date before you go on a vacation with your mate? I thought it was a very interesting question. A lot of people said they would go on a date, about the same time I would, and after a few months, but they wouldn't be stamping passports just yet. But it seems like
Makes
one
sense.
of the biggest things that everybody was talking about was security. They want to make sure they're traveling with somebody they feel safe with. They're traveling with somebody that they feel will protect them. And I most definitely agree with that. But I would hope that you're dating somebody that you would feel safe with. It wouldn't even get to the point of you traveling. If you guys are hanging out and, you want to feel safe with the individual whom you're with when it comes to women. And then I think a man just want to be able to, be himself and relaxed. Always want to be, rigid with the person or the female that he's with. He want to be with somebody that he can kind of, let it hang out and, chill. I think that would matter. But I don't think the man's looking for the safety. Obviously, I think the woman's looking for the safety.
Right.
So it was a pretty interesting conversation. I really appreciate it because, like I said, I wanted some feedback about it. Once again, everything that we discussed today, we will be discussing tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
And also
on Clubhouse with our show called The Leftover.
Yes. And also July 17th, Melanin Minds is holding a mental health and wellness. What did I say? Not seminar. Conference, virtual conference.
Virtual.
Yes. So make sure you check out melaninminds.org and follow them on Instagram at _melaninminds and use our promo code TALKO to get $10 off of the cost of the conference.
Right. And so once you use the code, it makes the conference, it takes the price of the conference to $7.
Yes. For 13 hours of fun and excitement.
And you can hop in and out.
Yeah.
It's 13 hours, so you don't have to sit on there for 13 hours.
Yeah.
You can hop in
And like I said earlier, at _Melanin Minds, they have giveaways all the time. There's currently one going on right now. So see what that is. You might not have to pay anything.
Yeah.
So check it out, y'all.
And last but not least, don't forget that we are prepping for our next live. It will be September 6th in the city of downtown. And as soon as I, did the final confirmations, you guys get the invite.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. It is Talk OM. Is it Talk OMM? I have Talk O here. So I guess it's TALKOMM. So Talk O Melanin Minds.
Melanin Minds.
Yeah. Okay, so it's Talk OMM. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to get clarification that that's what the promo code is.
Okay.
But yeah. So try both. If Taco doesn't work, try Taco MM. All right. But thank you guys for joining us. She says, I'll make them both work. There we go.
Thank
Boom.
you.
See, in the text messages, I got Taco. So. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us again for another week. We will see whoever can make it tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock.
11 o'clock.
On Clubhouse for the leftovers. And we'll see the rest of you guys next Tuesday. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also share. If you have the link, share it on your Facebook. Share a screenshot on your story. We just, want to get these numbers up and bring a little awareness because we have fun bringing this info to you and bringing the show to you. So we wanted to spread it out to as many people as we can.
Yeah.
So
and we've been doing very well, being that we're about to approach our 100th episode.
Yes, coming up quickly.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I'm super proud of us. Next week starts the beginning of the best season. So that's great too. So I'll be very, very happy next week.
What's the best season? Leo. Huh?
Leo.
Hmm?
Leo.
Oh, I want to talk about Academy Awards, but never mind.
See how when I said that, who he thought of? He thought of stars. He thought of stars immediately.
Whatever.
Immediately. I think the Emmys are coming up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the nominations and stuff are coming up, actually.
All right.
Who looks at Lovecraft?
Oh, yes.
Lovecraft have so many nominations.
So many. And they were not renewed for another season.
Renewed, yeah.
But just to get that out here.
Yes, Natasha, honey.
Come on, even put the comment up here. They don't know what you're talking about.
Leo season, bro.
So just real quick. So Lovecraft Country, amazing show on HBO. And they were not brought back for a second season, but I believe it's because of the because so it's based on a book.
Okay.
And they did everything in the book in the first season. So the writers wanted to, they were confused on how they should approach it. They wanted to approach it properly, and
So they finished it.
Right, yeah, they did.
They did everything.
They wanted to take it further, but they wanted to do it properly. Because it's not the person that wrote the book.
Okay.
So they had writers for the show, of course, but they were they were adapting from the book.
Oh, I'm glad you told me that because I was wondering why they weren't renewing it.
But I don't know if the contract they had with HBO didn't allow for them to take the time they needed. So yeah, I think it was on all three of the two writers, the two creators, and HBO's all together just decided not to go along. But they did say that they're looking for other networks, though. So
yeah, they got a lot of nominations.
I guarantee you, especially after this, it's going to be so easy for a network to pick them up.
Yeah, they got
and you have not seen the last of Lovecraft Country.
They got a lot of nominations, and I think the young man who's the star of Snowfall said that they did not get a nomination this year, but he appreciates everybody who still supports the show.
Snowfall was dope too,
and follows the show because I think normally they would have gotten a nomination and they did not. Blackish most definitely got some nominations, and I think. It's so many shows I don't look at. I think it's another show on HBO. I could be wrong if it's not on HBO. It's called In Treatment, and that show's been getting a lot of buzz too. And the woman who stars, the woman who stars in that show is from Orange Is the New Black.
Well, see, I still haven't started her season yet because she's on the third season.
Okay, so
I thought it was a new show.
Okay,
and then I went to watch it, and I was like, oh, there's 2 seasons before this. Let me start watching it, but it was kind of slow. So I'm thinking like maybe I'll just hop to the third season and try to play catch up.
Right.
Deanna Stevens says, "Oh, OMG, y'all gotta be hooked. I can't believe it wasn't picked up."
I'm hearing that from a lot of people.
Francisca French says that show was so good. Natasha says HBO can't handle real black shows. Deanna Stevens, they have quite a few right now, actually. Deanna Stevens says, "Yeah, listen to the podcast. They break it down. The Lovecraft Country podcast. I listen to it I would listen to it after every episode. And it's you get so much more meat." From the show and like symbolisms. Well, also like the things that the creators threw in there, like visually and stuff like that. Like there was one. It's like the scene opens up, and it's a little girl and her mom under a marquee, a movie theater marquee, and like it's not even a major part of the scene. It just like starts, it scrolls up, and you see her bending down to her daughter, and then they walk across the street, and that's all you see of them. But turns out that's like a historic picture that was taken back in the 60s. That a very famous photographer, took that, and it was like the picture exactly that they recreated. And it's just like small things like that, know.
Okay.
It's really dope. Francisca says Lovecraft was super layered, so many layers. Yeah.
So it's definitely going to get picked up again. Yeah, I thought that was really interesting. Yeah, I do remember those nominations, and I remember a lot of. I think another show that was nominated quite a few times. I may be wrong about the show. Maybe actors in the show was nominated. Is Bridgerton.
Oh yeah, Bridgerton.
Bridgerton. I think the actors, I especially think the young man, the young guy, the black young guy. I think he was nominated for a few things. So we'll see. Like I said, I'm not really sure because I didn't actually read up on it. I just was talking off the top of my head about it. But I do remember Lovecraft was a big deal.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't understand why it wasn't getting picked up. But now that it has so many nominations, I definitely think another streaming app could grab it.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, did you hear anything about that TV show on Amazon called Them? I haven't heard anything about that.
No, I don't know if they got any. I loved it, but...
Yeah, I remember you liked it. Okay.
A lot of people didn't.
No, a ton of people did.
Yeah,
but I wasn't sure if they've gotten any nominations or anything. I was unaware.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
but we could bring you that information next week as well.
Yeah, it was a little sidebar.
We could bring it to you tomorrow.
We can talk about it tomorrow because I can figure it out tonight.
Yeah. All right, guys. So That was great. Another great show. Thanks for joining us. And like always, I'm KC.
I'm E.
And we are not your average podcast. Holla.
Good night, you guys.
Trust one another. If only we love one another now. Yeah, I can show you how to change your direction. To make a new connection to everyone. Let's lead the way to a brighter day. Where everyone gives love and affection. Cause I don't understand. Why don't we love one another? Why don't we trust one another? If only love one another now. Love one another now. Say, why don't we walk with one another? Why don't we talk with one another? If only we love one another now. Yeah. Together we stand. The body will fall. What unites us all is sympathy, love. Today is the day we chase the hate away.